Folks, ET here coming at you with the pre-market prep, so let's get to it. Don't forget that today is the last trading day of the week. We are closed tomorrow for Good Friday, and we do have jobless claims today, but I'll get that later out in a zeet before the bell, most likely. So, very awesome day yesterday for our gamma profile at the very least, because that 535 was a big reject spot, and we did reject it. We worked our way all the way down past that 524 into the 520 range. Great day there. We obviously had a small red DEX, as you can see, back and forth. So consolidation is what we are seeing. As far as our customers go, as you can see here, our customers continue to wane down. That's a pretty abrupt move over time. So we're kind of just in that neutral zone right now, not really in the short the pop or long the drop. I'd like to see what our next candle looks like. 520 to 535 is our current range, so we are kind of trapped in there, as you can see for the most part. Would love to see it go a little lower and a little higher. Don't care which direction first necessarily. Just like to see a bit of a wider range like we saw in this big candle here that when we covered it. Going into our dark pools, no sig prints to worry about. Our largest ag has walked down to 539.40. So we're still obviously a little bit away from that. I think we're at 528-ish in the pre-market session. So 539.40 walked down, finally got rid of that 566 or 561, area that we've held for so long up here. So interesting to see that our ag finally walked down a little bit, and it's not too far from current price. So keep an eye there. Somewhat of a subjective piece of information is once we see that huge dark pool that we're far away from either way disappear and it becomes another one, sometimes that's when we actually find our way to it afterwards. But that is somewhat subjective. Does not happen every time for sure, so don't just put all your chips on a massive run to 561. Jumping into our gamma, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what is going on. So we are at 528-ish. We're right on this line before the bell. To be honest, we're sitting right on this line right here. So what happens is on the ag, we can't get above 529. We've got room all the way down to 518 and even 510, which would be crazy. I think it's OPEX as well. So to add insult to injury, what we don't want to see is a choppy day and we get over 529 and then we range around in this small gamma cluster right here. Let's check today's data and see what it looks like, see if there's too much difference. So sort of the same thing. Although we're seeing we still have our 529 as a big thing here. We have our goalposts that we saw the other day. They're just a bit of a tighter range. So ideally, we really either want to break very far above 535 for room up, or we want to never break above 529 for the bears to take us down to 520 and maybe even 510. These are very, very, very crazy gamma ranges. We zoom in a little bit, it's still pretty difficult to see exactly what is going on because there's just so much gamma in the way. So really, either or is fine, but we're going to need to break 535 for a really big break, or we're going to need to reject from 529 to get a nice, decent move back down to that 520. That is all for now. Everybody stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.